Hello and welcome, all you beautiful and magical souls. And I'm wishing you all a very happy Ostara, spring equinox. I hope you're all having an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening. And thank you so much for tuning in. I decided to make a part two to what I posted up last week to this video topic, why I decided to start this channel. Because I forgot to mention something very important in the last video. Um, this no script thing is gonna take some getting used to. But before I get into it, please take a moment to like the video, comment down below if you feel called, subscribe and turn on the bell if you resonate with this content, you would like to see more like it, and even donate if you feel called. All right. So my original plan with YouTube several years back, before I then went on a long hiatus, it had more to do with motivation, mindfulness, and lifestyle type content. In my new plan with YouTube is heavily leaning into spirituality related content, as well as mindfulness, motivation, and lifestyle content, and other points of discussion as I feel compelled. I left out a big part of why I decided to start this channel last time. Aside from wanting to embark on this YouTube journey for a while now, it's that I have always felt like I've had a spiritual gift of some kind since childhood, but I kept it to myself. I kept it hidden for fear of being perceived as kind of crazy. Occasionally, when I meditated, I had experiences with beings from other realms, and even communicated with them. I also started writing about my belief system at the time, I guess, with the hope of connecting with others, and that this belief system would have a profoundly positive impact on their lives. Now, my personal belief system has since changed a lot, incorporating a lot of elements of Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism, but also neo-pagan and New Age spirituality into a syncretic mix. I hope to share this belief system with y'all one day, not necessarily in the hopes of creating converts, but rather in the hopes of presenting some impactful insights to y'all that may change your lives in some way, small or big. And if it does, in fact, organically resonate with you, by all means, join in. But yeah, until the past couple of years, I kept that spiritual side of me hidden and didn't really explore it much, except doing yoga and occasional meditation sessions. In that vein, I've had some of my most powerful revelations from meditation and connecting with spirit. And that is including my male to female transition itself. I've long known I was a girl / woman at heart since my childhood. Even choosing to dress up as a female character, ostensibly just to play a character, and ostensibly as a show of support for drag queens at a pride festival. But I felt profoundly at ease and comfortable and like myself doing that. But like with my spiritual journey, fear struck me and held me back. I feared being bullied, teased, made fun of, if word got out of me dressing up. So I repressed my femininity deep down for a long time. And nearly 10 years ago, simply through self-reflection and introspection, I decided to do some exploration and and I came to identify as gender fluid. However, it only took about a year or two for me to later do some deep meditation that connected me with my inner divine feminine. I came to the realization that I am not this, in between kind of person, if you will, but rather a woman. I began to identify as such in accordance with this deep inner knowing, and thus began my transition. Well, a couple years ago, the spiritual side of me also began to reawaken. I began to get serious about yoga and meditation once again, and to reconnect with all things spiritual and the universe itself a lot more, and slowly began accumulating some profound insights. Then last summer, things changed in an even more profound way in my spiritual journey, as I had a couple of very deep and intense periods of spiritual awakening. I'll get into the details of what happened at that in a future video, but this time of profound spiritual growth and transformation was the real catalyst for my spiritual renaissance, if you will, and the catalyst, the push to get back into my foray back into YouTube in September of last year. Now, following that awakening last summer through meditation, hypnosis, and prayer and guidance from spirit, I connected deeply with my higher self, and I did some deep reflection. I did some deep reflection on my life and what I want it to be about, and I determined that part of that was getting back into YouTube with the hopes of having a positive and loving impact on many people's lives, and on both the practical, everyday, motivational, and mindfulness level, but also on the spiritual and magical level. And that is the real reason I chose to start this channel and get back into YouTube. So back in September, with my birthday looming near, I chose to follow my soul calling, renew my commitment to YouTube and to changing my life in a more positive. Sorry. But yeah, back in September, with my birthday looming near, I chose to follow my soul calling, renew my commitment here on YouTube, and changing my life in a much more positive and aligned direction. I published my first video in several years, and that pretty much brings us to where we are now. The reason I was mentioning the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo that happened on the 14th so much in the last video is that I 100% feel like it and the energy that immediately preceded and followed it propelled me to even further along the spiritual journey, allowed me to more fully let go of, release, and purge what no longer serves me from my mindset and my life, and allowed me to more fully release and transcend fear and doubt. And it allowed me to shed negative or limiting beliefs and behaviors, and enabled a dramatic shift in my mindset from one of lack and limitation and doubt to one of gratitude, positivity, confidence, abundance, and opportunities. And simultaneously, I'm also working on moving away from overwork and self-sacrifice towards self-love, self-rest, self-care, rest as necessary, and more highly valuing and guarding my time and energy, and only using my time and energy in ways that are absolutely necessary in furthering my highest divine good and that are aligned with that. Now, that's not to say that I aim to be more selfish, but rather that I aim to take better care of myself in order to better and more fully give to the world. While I had already embarked on the spiritual journey uh, in other words, while I had already embarked on the spiritual journey as on YouTube itself, um, the lunar eclipse and the energies around it allowed me to more fully reclaim and step into my power. Now, finally, here's my vision of this channel. I wish to be a powerful and successful YouTuber in the spirituality, magic, mindfulness, and motivation, and divination, astrology, and lifestyle and beauty spaces. I hope to one day have many, many subscribers, maybe thousands, maybe millions even. And I hope to make tens of thousands of dollars a month, not just with YouTube, but with side hustles, career wise, all that good stuff. And I hope to have a positive and loving impact on many, many people, maybe millions of people's lives. I know that it is possible, and I speak it into existence. And I hope also to, well, not just hope, I will also write books, create art, and have a successful lifestyle brand. Um, I'll one day sell courses and change people's lives and have an impact that can be felt globally. I'm going to have a positive and loving impact maybe on millions of people's lives, and I'm a positive and successful role model people look up to for inspiration and motivation, and I will make plenty of money and have an immense fulfillment while doing it. You know, one day I will have a powerful, inspiring, and lasting legacy centered on bringing loads more love, peace, and light into the world and into people's lives. And I will generate so much success and abundance that I can also give abundantly and generously to both my time and money, to animals, to human people, and to my community. So mote it be, and so it is. Um, and on that note, I also wish to include the occasional political commentary, as I have also done in the past. And overall, I wish to empower and uplift everyone who visits my channel, but I particularly wish to empower and uplift my community and present a strong, powerful, and positive role model whose life message and story is a representation of what is possible. If this vision at all resonates with you and you would like to be part of it, please go ahead and take a moment to like the video, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell, and maybe even donate. That will make such an amazing difference in the long run. Thank you so much for tuning in to part 2. Namaste.